Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Triple R Ryan's Real Reactions. Thank you. There's a lot of new subscribers from the Camille Vasquez Amber Heard video that I just dropped the other day. Thank you so much. If you're one of those new subscribers, I appreciate it. Hopefully, you stick around and watch all the other content that I have to put out, like this video today from the EWU Bodycam, aka the EWU Bodycam channel. This title is "Cop Realizes She Just Made the Worst Mistake of Her Life." We're going to see what this is about. As always, please like the video if you're happy with the content you're seeing. Comments make the algorithm push this video, so comment away. If you don't have something to comment, you can comment the exact view that you are in this video. So if you're like the 80th view or the 1300th, comment that. That'll be something. And then, of course, subscribe to the channel. We blasted Jimmy Neutron style past 3,000 subscribers. And let's just keep on moving. I'm excited about it. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I'm not wearing clothes today. Bad joke. I don't know. I feel very yeehaw today. So why not? All right, let's do it. Here we go.
The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. On April 11th, 2021, two officers in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota stop a car when they notice expired tabs and an obstruction hanging from the rearview mirror.
I thought it was expired tags.
Oh, sakes, dude.
Now, with my favorite thing with this channel, we get the bouncing wolf. Everybody follow the bouncing wolf.
Really?
Move forward.
He parks right in front of a...
You're going to stop right here.
Officer Kimberly Potter takes up position at the rear
Kimberly Potter, who is the older sister of Harry, of course, from Wizard fame,
of the car as her trainee, Officer Anthony Lucky, approaches the door.
I'm up all night to get lucky.
Hey, what's going on, man? You got a driver's license and proof of insurance for me at all? You don't have a driver's license? Okay. What's your name? You're Daunte? Okay, gotcha. Well, there's a couple things. Here's why I stopped you. The air freshener hanging down there.
Oh, not the air freshener. It's obstructing
Yeah, can do
view.
that. And then our other question is your tabs. Yeah, just keep looking for the insurance, and then I'm gonna write your name and date of birth down. All right.
The man they've pulled over is 20-year-old Daunte Wright, and a young woman named Elena is in the passenger seat.
One time my friend got pulled over while I was in the car with him, and he had like a tree air freshener, and he had two of them. And then the cop was like, "We pulled you over for your tint, but also you got to get rid of those air fresheners." And he was like, "Oh crap, okay." Goes to yank on him, and then he pulls his mirror off his car. I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" There was some strong string. Those are, you know, that elastic is no joke here. All right, so we have a Daunte and Elena.
I wanted to say he was lying, but I think he's honestly telling the truth. So.
As the police run Daunte's information through the system, Daunte calls his mom for advice.
Fair enough. Getting pulled over is scary. You call mama.
He calls me and he said, "Mom, I just been pulled over." And I said, "For what?" Like, that was just my first response. Like, "What did you do?" And he said I had air fresheners in the window or the rearview mirror.
Black ice, good scent. Very good scent. I'm a new car smell kind of guy, but luckily my car is new enough to where it still smells like a new car. But if you got an older car, you know what I'm talking about. Get that new car smell. Also, I mean, talking about old car, I have my first car I ever drove, which was my mom's car. May she rest in peace. 1996 Ford Taurus. Huh? Check that out. That used to have a new car smelling air freshener in it.
And then I said, "Okay, we'll take him down." He was like, "You think I'm in trouble?" I was like, "No, you're not in trouble. What would you be in trouble for?"
But what the
this is going to take a turn for the worse, and I'm worried about what's happening here.
police find shifts the course of this traffic stop.
Uh-oh, here
Just
we go.
run him as Daunte Wright. No, just run him like you were in DBS.
Yeah.
Just don't put all that other information in.
Oh. Okay.
See what it gives you.
Status, suspended,
Suspended license.
mail, state records hit.
See? You don't want to code for yourself.
He's got a gross misdemeanor warrant, and there's an OFP for a female, so I need to ID her. There's also residue, like weed on the middle console, so probably search the car. Apparently the car is his brother's.
You want to tell him what the warrant's for?
Warrant is for the weapons violation.
The officers who have
Okay, starting to get a little bit more serious now. From air fresheners to warrants, that's a pretty big jump.
now been joined by a sergeant
Let's see where the wolf is going. The wolf looks like it's in the sky right now. We're going to keep our eye on the wolf so it doesn't hurt anybody.
to arrest Daunte, taking the first steps toward an encounter that
Arrest
will
in
end
tow.
in disaster.
Just have him step on out.
What kind of disaster is about to happen? He's going to run, maybe?
Daunte, all right, man, here, do me a
He looks pretty calm.
favor. Just step out of the car real quick, okay? And I'll explain what's going on. You can just put your phone on the dashboard there, okay?
Okay, he's complying. Getting pulled over is a very scary situation, no matter who you are, what you are. It's always nerve-wracking. I always, like, I haven't been pulled over in a while, but, like, I had a Camaro, so I'd get pulled over before. Suddenly, I couldn't find any document that I needed. Suddenly, it was just, like, napkins flying out of my glove box. And I was like, where'd all these napkins come from? It was, like, thousands of napkins. I couldn't find my insurance.
And then the paper. I'll explain all that in a second, okay? Just turn around. Put your hands on your back.
Very compliant.
You didn't tell you're under arrest, Daunte.
Okay, so you are going to be under arrest, okay? You do have a warrant, so. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tensing up, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your hands on your back. Wait.
No. No.
Wait.
Oh, he tried to get back in the car.
Don't.
Why are you doing that, Daunte? You were doing good.
But Officer Potter's taser is holstered on the left side of her belt. She reaches to the right,
Oh, no.
frantically grabbing her 9mm instead.
Oh, no.
But the next sound is not the electric crackle of a taser, but the loud report of a single gunshot.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I did not expect that. So she went in thinking she was grabbing her taser, which is yellow. I guess frantically grabbed the... Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Oh, gosh.
Daunte Wright is instantly aware of what happened.
Ah, he shot me.
I just shot him.
Oh, and then he drives off. Whoa, so much just... How did he still want to drive off after getting...
Of what happened.
Ah, he shot me.
I just shot him.
You did?
Yes!
Okay.
I grabbed the wrong gun. I shot him. Oh my god!
Okay. Kim, sit down.
The booming sounds from down the street are from Dante's car smashing into an oncoming SUV
Oh,
before
no.
rolling to a stop at an intersection.
Oh, my God. This is a mess. That's why I can't believe he took off because of his adrenaline. He probably couldn't even see the girl that's in the passenger seat. Oh, this is a disaster. She's obviously freaking out.
And a block away from the initial incident.
Oh, my gosh.
One cop is already on the scene.
That's a pretty big mistake right there.
And soon there will be many others.
Because, sometimes these are like, oh, is this a clickbait title? No, that is, taser is not what she did.
Racial contact shots fired. Start more units, please. We're gonna need additional units.
I mean, she's definitely freaking out right now, which I guess I can understand. This might be the end of her career here. I mean, I'm guessing she's probably like, is that guy okay? Did I, is he alive?
Kim, that guy was trying to take off with me in the car.
But Officer Potter is inconsolable, and the news isn't improving.
The driver is not breathing according
Oh, no.
to the passenger.
Why did Daunte try to run? Ugh.
Oh my god! What have I done? What have I done? I mean, if I'll just...
But no one else there.
I mean, if I'll just...
This is wild. Might as well hop into traffic.
What did I do?
Okay,
At the crash,
I gotta say this. I'll check the comments after this, and maybe people are gonna disagree with me. But my thought is, how do I say this? My thought is, if you just accidentally shoot somebody, you would think humanity-wise, your first thought would be, are they okay? Are they all right? Is like running over to make sure that they're okay if you did something that you didn't mean to do, instead of saying like, I'm so effed, I'm screwed, I'm going to jail. how about having some, I don't know. I mean, I get that he was running, but you might have just ended someone's life, like any compassion for like, are they okay? I would be like running over to be like, oh my God, please, like, please.
Scene where the police response is growing by the second. Elena gets out of the car as the officers prepare to move in on Daunte. Few, if any of them, know exactly what happened here.
We heard over the radio that Brooklyn Center officers, there was a possible shooting.
Oh, so they think he did it.
Took the male out of the driver's seat and began performing first aid on them.
Paramedics quickly arrive at the scene as well, but little can be done.
As I approached, I believe they stopped doing CPR.
Wow.
I checked a pulse on his right carotid for when I was aiming at about 10 seconds. I moved over to the left carotid to check over there as well. I did not feel a pulse.
Daunte Wright is pronounced dead at the scene.
My God, man.
And while it's not clear if Officer Potter immediately received the news, a Hennepin County lieutenant finds her in a worrying state.
I got down to her level and I'm talking to her, and she was just repeating some things, and I honestly just told her to stop talking. She repeatedly kept saying that she wanted to die. Again, how my conclusion came that there was something critical that took place. I'm going to prison. I want to die. Just let me die. I talked to her sergeant twice, and on the second time, he finally listened to me, I said, you need to take her gun from her.
Hey, I was going to say, dude, she is not in the right state of mind to have a weapon on her. I mean, already, look, it's like this is a tricky situation, right? Because they're on one hand, yes, you have somebody who they were arresting. They made the mistake of trying to run, get in their car and run and leave the scene. That's not good. Obviously that usually doesn't end well. But her mistake of, instead of tasering him, shooting him is obviously on a grander scale, right? I mean, they would have eventually got him regardless in terms of if he ran away. So this is another level, but I'm curious to see if she's like, is she concerned about him? Does she know that he passed, or is she just concerned about like her future, which I guess I can understand, but also like, where's the compassion for the person that like when a quick side story, I totaled my car once on a really dark road in South Jersey. A deer just appeared out of nowhere. It was like a mirage. I'll never forget it. I swerved, hit the corner of it, and it was a very scary moment. But then afterwards, all I could think about was the deer, and I felt so bad that it wasn't okay, and it like made me upset, and like I wasn't really mad about my car. I was just like, dude, dang. So I'm wondering if she will snap out of it here and then go, I need to see him, or what's going on with him? Is he okay? Oh my gosh, instead of like me.
And
once again, if you have a different take than me, comments are like, I'm not one of those channels where you can't voice your opinion. I'm just saying what I think in this situation, which is just my opinion. But
I didn't know the whole realm of it, but I knew it wasn't good.
Officer Potter is led to an ambulance where she's checked out before being transported back to the police station. Officer Potter, of course, is far from the only person experiencing trauma from the day's events.
Also, like the girlfriend or whoever's in the car, is she good? The poor mom. I mean, imagine just your son just gets pulled over, and then it goes from, oh, I have air fresheners, to your son is no longer with us. Like, that's wild.
I went outside screaming, like I was just so distraught. My neighbors heard me.
I cannot imagine.
And my neighbor's like, no, I'll drive you. And there was so much traffic, and I was like, oh my God, I can't. I got out of the car and I started running, but it was so far away. So I had to get back in the car, and I couldn't go any further. And I just see yellow tape.
In the meantime, cops from several departments and jurisdictions have blanketed the area, and many still have very little knowledge about what happened.
Hi there. Hope it wasn't one of our own.
Hope it wasn't one of our own. Well.
No, I don't have all the details. I just replaced my partner about 5 minutes ago. I haven't heard about any officers being hurt at all, but I don't know any details.
When Daunte's mom finally gets to the scene, she's confronted with the same lack of answers.
Well, that's got to be even more frustrating.
I finally got into the yellow tape and the police officers were stopping me. I'm like, oh my God, is that my son? And I seen the car that we just gave my son 2 weeks ago was smashed up with another car. And I was like, oh my God, was he in an accident? And Brooklyn Center police officers were talking to me and they said they had no information. They don't know what happened. I said, well, I know what happened. I was on the phone. He shot my son.
Oh, wow. She heard that. Oh, my Lord. She heard it. The fact that he was still on the phone with his mom. Oh, my dude. I can't even imagine that. Man. And to make matters worse, you have the wolf trying to hurt people here.
The sight of this many police cars has attracted attention, and it's not long before the mood grows hostile.
Hey, you know what? Understandably so, to be honest with you. Understandably so. You know?
Oh, it's me. You're the one that's yelling out a window while you're driving. These people don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened, and they're threatening to hurt people. Unbelievable.
But the atmosphere surrounding police shootings is tense in the spring of 2021.
Yeah.
And that tension is perhaps especially palpable here in Brooklyn Center, where, less than 10 miles away, Derek Chauvin is on trial for the 2020 death of George Floyd.
Yeah, I can imagine that whole community being on edge as it is, you know. You don't know all the details. You're just like, what happened?
And as news breaks out about Daunte's shooting, the gathering crowd begins to take the shape of a full-fledged protest.
Wow. This is madness. This is a crazy, crazy thing. I never heard about this. Wow, they got signs already. This is same day? I guess through social media, word spreads quick.
Avenue North, Lee Avenue North. Get people here. Do not be violent training. Get the party pigs. Do not be training by them. I want you to fight.
This is a tough scene, man, because, you know, this is just, what do you even say? You know, people are going to be upset, you know? It happens. Do I think it's smart to have hundreds of people in a crime scene flipping off cameras and cops and stuff? No, it's probably not the smartest thing to do or the better ways to make your point, yes. But when people are angry and you lose somebody in your community, that's a certain way you're going to act.
Get people here right now.
This is about to be a crazy, man, their signs happen quick.
The reason why they have so many pigs out here is because they know.
Oh boy. Okay, see, now this is what I'm saying. This then goes to a level of like, okay, you know, this is where I don't understand it. I understand protest, but then like destroying property and it's just going to come out of everyone's taxes as is. That's not the way to do it.
But the growing unrest at the scene of Daunte's shooting is only the first glimpse of what is in store for Brooklyn Center as the day turns into night and news of the incident continues to spread throughout the community. Riot squads gather at the police station.
Oh my gosh, this is madness. All this from Officer Potter grabbing a gun and not a taser. And I mean, look, you have to have the wherewithal there and the training to not make that mistake. I'm going to be honest, right? I should he have ran? No. Should he have been shot there? No. So this is a tricky situation, but my goodness, look at what it's led to.
As the protests spread and troubling reports come over the radio.
Minneapolis, female stated looting of Walmart will be happening soon, and hung up on us.
And as temperatures rise
my
across
gosh,
the city,
the guard is
it's
there.
Perhaps inevitable that some protesters are detained.
You gotta imagine that the officer that you know accidentally shot Daunte is probably like, if she's seeing this while she's whatever's going on with her, I'm sure she's like, this is not happening. Like, this is not real.
My phone is ringing.
I hope she at this point at least is was concerned with him over herself.
See who that is, please? You don't have to answer it, but can you tell me who it is? Because it might be my mom, and she's going to be very disappointed in me. Oh, man. I thought I was doing the right thing. It's looking real great outside. It looks like you guys got it all in control.
Even as the protests turn chaotic in some areas, police must also confront destruction and theft throughout the city.
Right.
I'll be honest with you, I got no idea what to do here. Because I mean, everything around here is getting looted.
The wide net.
See, that's the stuff I also don't like. It's like something happened in your area, so you're just going to start stealing and looting from small businesses and businesses that have nothing to do with it. And then they have to be, it's now their problem. That stuff is like, that sucks. That's just it never helps anything,
Net of property damage and looting sends the cops to multiple businesses throughout the night as they struggle to keep up with sporadic outbursts of criminal activity.
You better get the home! Get the home! Y'all better get home!
This is the least clickbaited title I've ever seen. That is the worst mistake of her life. I am curious to see what happens here with her.
Stop it! Police, you're under arrest! Come on, your hands up!
Man, they are fast. Holy crap.
You're under arrest! Come on, your hands up!
Usain Bolt. They're not catching them.
They probably just ran out here. That kid looks like he's about 8 years old.
8 years old? But running that fast?
Wow, this is the America we live in now. My God, it's a war zone.
The local unrest continues throughout the following week, and the city reports that they've handled at least 200 calls ranging from burglaries to property damage.
Jeez.
According to officials, more than 140 businesses are damaged.
Like, that's crazy.
Including several instances of arson. In the midst of the ongoing protests and community reaction, Officer Potter resigns from...
Okay, well, I thought she would have been let go, so she resigned. I'm sure they forced her to resign. Did she not do any time? Or, I mean, how does that work? Because it's like it was accidental. The cops could then argue, oh, but he had me and he was running, and I mean, but like clear as day, and not trying to, the taser on the left with it's yellow for a reason, right? Like they do that for a reason. She doesn't look too distraught in this photo.
From the Brooklyn Center Police Department on April 13th, 2 days.
Well, I feel bad for, once again, the poor mother, man.
After the shooting. The following day, she is arrested and charged with second-degrry manslaughter in the death of Daunte Wright.
So, yep, I'm just gonna, I know, I'm very sorry. Just, let's just face this way just for the sake of it. I'm just gonna pat everything down. Do you have underwear on?
No, I just sports bra on.
Okay.
There's no pockets.
Okay. Just kick your leg a little bit, Lenny, thank you.
As she arrives at the jail, Potter has an emotional exchange with the officer escorting her.
I'd give you a hug, but that's probably not allowed.
What's that?
I can't give you a hug. It's probably not allowed.
Yeah, I just be aware that once you walk in the door, everything is recorded, so to speak, and phone calls and everything. Just, I'm sure you know that. I'm just okay, and we'll make this as quick and painless as possible.
In September, the Minnesota Attorney General added first-degree manslaughter to her charges. At trial, Potter told the jury that she had never before used her taser or her gun on duty in her 26 years of policing, and insisted that she didn't want to hurt anybody.
I believe her that she didn't mean to do that. I think it's pretty clear that she didn't mean for it, but still happened, right? So
that day, Daunte's mother posted a message on Facebook calling for accountability.
Just see my son laying there, looked to me like he was dead, and I sat there and watched my son sit on the corner for hours.
That's horrible. I feel terrible for the mom. That's just... I don't know what to say. That's just horrifying.
An hour. That was my day. I watched my son underneath the yellow tent for seemed to be like a lifetime.
Kimberly Potter was convicted of first-degree manslaughter and sentenced in February 2022. The city of Brooklyn Center.
I'll tell you what, that's the happiest mugshot I've ever seen.
First-degree manslaughter and sentenced in February 2022. The city of Brooklyn Center agreed to pay Daunte Wright's family a lawsuit settlement of $3.25 million in June 2022.
It's one of those things where no amount of money is worth a life, you know, but...
Kimberly Potter was released from prison.
Wow, she's already out!
In April 2023.
Wow. And she really aged in jail. Man, oh man, this was such a crazy video. Look at this. YouTuber with 17 million subs tries to escape cops. Maybe we can watch that one next time. You guys want to watch that one? Let me know in the comments. Like, yeah, Ryan, let's watch that one. That looks kind of cool. All right, let's see what the comments say. Do they agree with me? Do they hate me? Let's see. Not knowing the difference between a gun and a taser in your hand is a huge oversight. Fair. It's really clear that she wasn't cut for the force. Grabbing your firearm instead of your taser and holding it for a good few moments. Fair. Ah, okay. There you go. David is exactly what I was saying. Her first response, I'm going to prison. When it should be, is he alive? Let's get him help. Right. That's what your hope would be, like a police officer that does something like that. And then it's like, no. Not about me now. We got to figure this out. I love how she makes it all about her. She never once said, we've got to help him. It was I, me. The lady in the car sued and got $350K. Okay. She made it worse by only feeling bad for herself. Yeah, okay, so apparently everybody agrees with what I was thinking here. As someone in the medical field, if my actions led to death, I would not only have my license terminated, but face jail time for many, many years. Accidents happen, but the difference in accountability is unreal. Man, what a crazy story. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of comments. All I say is let's keep the comments civil, please, right? Let's just keep them, you know. You know what I'm saying. This is a heavy topic, and I'm not afraid to, you know, cover topics like this because it's real life. But yeah, I'm sorry about what goes through these people's heads when arrested. I do agree. Like, to run from the police, like, I don't know what, it'll never work out in your favor. It will never end better than you think. I think what it truly might be is from TV shows and movies and people thinking they can get away or do this GTA thing. It's like, it's just not how it works, especially in the world today where there's cameras everywhere. It's like, man, you know, it takes evil kind of loser and to take a tragedy and use it to vandalize your own community. I agree. It's like you are only hurting your own people, your own businesses, your own town. Everyone's tax dollars goes up. The mugshot smiling was a choice. My goodness. Goodness gracious. Let me know what you think. Did she get too little in jail? Should she have even went to jail? Should she have went for life? Curious on your thoughts on that one, and then let me know if I should watch this this one. This one looks pretty good. Let me just click on it.
Hey, wake up.
Oh, that just got posted too. My goodness, that's crazy how that escalated. You know, it's like, it's just so scary how fast something can change in the blink of an eye. Like getting pulled over for some tags expired and some air fresheners can then lead to an entire community in flames, basically, in 24 hours. It's just, you know, when one domino falls, man, it just is nonstop. Whew. All right, well, it's weird to say like a video after that, but you know what I mean. It's, you know, I still, it's still an upload, so give it a like, give it a comment. Like I said, if you can't think of anything to comment, comment the view that you were on this video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel, please. Also, I have a Twitch where I am live 5 days a week, where I watch all types of reality shows, and I'm going to start watching Live PD again soon. So if you have a Twitch account, or you'd like to follow me on there, please do. The link is in the description, or you can just go to Twitch and type in not Ryan Abe. My name is Ryan Abe, and then put NOT in front of it. And follow me on Twitch. Say you came from the channel. And yeah, once again, thank you guys for 3,000 subscribers. I'll be making videos every other day. I'll be uploading another Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial video. I'm going to try to do one of those a week, since that last video got almost 500 comments and 1,300 likes in like 2 days. That's unfathomable Thank you so much. If you're one of those people, number one, that stayed to the end of this video, but then that liked and comment on that, that's insane, and I owe you. Thank you so much. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss a video, so you can bang it out right when it comes out. It's a win-win. You get content, and then I get a boost from YouTube, because if you watch it earlier than later, YouTube sees that and goes, oh, this channel's popping. And we are popping right now, and I want to keep it going because I want to build a nice little community here, and, you know, it's going to be fun to watch. So thank you guys for 3,000, and onward and upward we go. That is it for me, though, here on Triple R. Peace out.